Oh, good morning, everyone. Grasshoppers, it's really wonderful to see you. If you don't know me, my name is RJ Redden, and entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their marketing message because most are shouting into a black hole, or they can't get traction online to save their lives, and they sound just like everybody else. It's a carbon copy method out there, people. So, I create epic chatbot experiences that get people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, I am on a mission to motivate 1 million people to change their marketing. So, today we're going to talk about something that I kind of, I've looked at this and for all 17 ways to Sunday, and I think that it's really time to move off of Messenger. Now, not to say that the, the only thing that changed last week is that you can't reach out to people after 24 hours. I know they've got that opt-in for every single thing, that you want to. They have an option for getting a hold of people past 24+1, but people have to sign up for those individually. So basically, it's kind of good for a one-off webinar, but it's not really good for a show that you do every week or every weekday. That notwithstanding that's okay. But I think that it's gotten a lot of people rattled, this 24+1 thing. It's gotten a lot of people rattled because they're really scrambling, trying to think of, okay, how are we going to, reach out to people? How are we going to do this? And of course, many, many people have switched to text now, which my company has done as well. But really, here's the deal. Here's why I think staying long-term with all of your stuff on Messenger is maybe not the greatest idea. And some of my clients have done so. Some of my clients have just decided that's just the easiest way. That's the easiest reach. And I agree. And we'll be there until it's, impossible not to be there, basically. But here's really why to move off of Messenger. The real reason is they don't want you there. They don't want the kind of stuff. They don't want marketing there. They don't want messenger marketing. This was, when somebody tells you to get out of their house, it seems like Facebook is doing this politely. They're saying, well, just no 24+1. But in the past, what we've seen with Facebook and with a lot of other social networks, they're not the only player out there. But what we've seen is just the squeeze, the long-term squeeze. Now you can't do this. Now this is restricted. Okay, now you can't do this. Now this is restricted. Okay, now you can't do this. We've seen that over and over with Facebook. We saw it with Pages. We know what they've become now. T-Rex reach. So the viability of keeping stuff in there long term, I've preemptively moved as many as I can out. And I'm telling you why. It's because they just don't really want you there. And it's their land. You know what I'm saying? This is their turf. This is their area. They don't really want folks there. There are a lot of alternatives. So great that there are alternatives. Lots of people moving bots to their websites. This is right up my alley. I've been talking about this forever. Moving it off of somebody else's rules and somebody else's stuff. We almost talk about that every day in here, actually. So not to be too repetitive, but I think that the reasons to get off Messenger are many. And one being that people feel like they've been spammed for a long time with messages. Even when, now you, my people, my crowd, that in order to properly engage people, it's not a come to my thing, come to my thing, come to my thing. You know that. But most of the messenger marketing world has been, hey, you want to see what I'm doing now? Hey, come to my thing. So even if you personally have not been doing that, that's a lot of people's experience, and people do feel spammed by that. People don't feel like they have a choice about whether you're getting into their inbox or not. So that is actually another reason to just take it easy on Messenger and move stuff over to your own over to your own website. Teresa says, what does that actually mean? I need to reach out to people in my groups for training I'm doing. Can I reach out to them all with Messenger? I am slowly going on back to a website as my home base. So what that actually means, Teresa, and I've covered this in a couple of shows here, is that if you tried to send out a ManyChat broadcast right now to people that you've not been in contact with for less than 24 hours, the broadcast won't go. It just won't go. Messenger's not allowing it anymore. So doing a broadcast is now, if you've collected email addresses or text message or phone numbers for text messages, that's the way that the broadcasts are going. That's what it actually means. But if you want a longer explanation, I've done slowly going back. Sorry. Oh, no problem at all. Just go ahead and, peruse the page and check it out, because I've got it on other shows. But now is the time, I think, to move away from Messenger and to move back to your own website, because there is where you have control. There is also where people feel like they have control. So back to what I was saying about people feeling spammed with Messenger. I, no kidding, walked into a party one time. Somebody asked me what I did. I said that I do chatbots. I do messenger marketing. And he said, so you're the reason for the spam in my inbox. Now, the dude was rude, and I've never spoken to him again. But that stayed with me because that's an unsolicited opinion, right? That's a person in the universe who feels spammed by the messenger inbox stuff anyway. So what I'm telling you that it is good. What I'm telling you is that the future of chatbots and engaging people in experiences, not just announcements. This is the future. It's the future of customer service. It's the future of being able to serve clients with information, relevant, valuable stuff, and personalized recommendations, otherwise known as cross-sell and upsell. This is the future of being able to do that, is doing that on your own website. Of course, TrueChat has, I'll get it this time. Whoop. Those folks, I'm a partner there, and they have a lot of possibilities for doing stuff on your own website. And I know that a lot of other companies, a lot of chatbot, there are other platforms out there too who do that, who provide an opportunity to do it on your own website. What I like about TrueChat is we get a full landing page where people get to focus on what they're seeing instead of all the other bells and whistles on a website. See, it's the pendulum is swinging, my friends. It's swinging from having absolutely everything blinking and available. Remember websites in 1990, and some websites still online today. We're going from that to let's have people focus. Let's just give them a singular focus. This is what we want to talk about today. Let's give them a focus. That, my friends, is the secret of chatbot landing pages, and that is why they're hitting it out of the park right now. At least mine are. So, sweethearts, it's time to pack the box, I think. It's time to pack the box. I don't see the change that Messenger made last week to be the last change that they're going to make. I don't feel at all that that's going to be the last restriction and the last chokehold on what we used to be able to do. By now, it's an old story, what we used to be able to do on Facebook. I would recommend for those of you listening who are looking for a place to like network and actually talk about your business without feeling like somebody is smacking down a button in the background that censors you, I would suggest LinkedIn. It's been pretty good for me. No kidding. There are no integral bots on LinkedIn, but I certainly have a link to my bot, which I spread around regularly, and people are talking about their businesses. They're talking about what they do. They're getting together. It really is kind of a party over there. For the longest time, it was known as the, HR people, 80% HR people surfing LinkedIn. But it's become a lot more fun. It's become a lot more engaging. And the people on there are reaching out and making connections. It's much less of a fear atmosphere than a lot of other social networks out there right now. So head over to LinkedIn if you haven't. Just check it out. Just check it out. People are really active on there, and it's been a lot of fun for me. So I'm recommending it to you. And that's what I know for today. Listen, pack your boxes. It's time to move those bots off of Messenger. They don't want us there. They just don't want us there. And there are a lot of other alternatives, including my folks over at TrueChat. They're offering something great, and I'm using it for my clients. We're getting great results out of it, and I'm personally just celebrating over here. So that's it for today, my friends. My people, have a wonderful day, grasshoppers. I hope that everything is treating you well. If you have any questions about bots, I think you know how to get a hold of me. But just in case you don't, you text bot to 555-888. That'll connect you to me. Or I do have a really awesome thing happening next week. We are doing a little training on mobile apps and how those fit into your marketing world. Those are making a resurgence because, again, it's your own real estate. You are not operating on somebody else's playground. You're operating within your own real estate, and making those mobile apps engaging and exciting for people is an amazing deal. I have gotten together with Matthew McGregor. Matthew and I are creating, what I hope to be a way to embed my bots into apps. But he's going to teach you everything that he knows, everything that he's learned about apps, and it's going to be a great time. So I will throw the link in the description of all of these posts, so you'll be able to come sign up and hang out with us. That is next week on the 19th. So that's going to be a great time. That's it for today. Love you. Think you're great. And I will see you all in a bot.